Coming up on this week's episode, Sportys Awards Flight Crew Scholarship to Student Pilot. Also, ABS Air Safety Foundation announces the best in Beechcraft pilot training. And EAA International Young Eagles Day on June 12 continues inspirational effort. Welcome to Airborne Flight Training. This is a weekly program dedicated to all things flight training, from future pilots, current pilots, and to anyone interested in the aviation world. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Kimberly Kay. While under quarantine in a small New York City apartment during the pandemic, Jake Phillips returned to his childhood dream of becoming a pilot as an escape from the isolation and enrolled in Sporty's online Learn to Fly course. After leaving New York for Chester Springs, Pennsylvania, Phillips took the next step in fulfilling his dream by taking his first flight lesson. As he nears his first solo flight, Phillips received a financial boost by earning a $2,500 scholarship awarded through his membership in Sporty's flight crew program. Flying has become a genuine passion, and I hope to be able to share my passion for flying and wisdom I develop along the journey, remarked Phillips. The Flight Crew Scholarship will be a tremendous assistance with my personal development through completion of my private pilot certificate and to my instrument rating. Sporty's chief instructor Eric Ratke surprised Phillips with the news of his scholarship award during a recent video chat. We have more news after the break.
Affordable and economical, Pipistrel is proud to present the Alpha Trainer. The aircraft can use as little as 2.5 gallons per hour in a flight school setting, with multiple students and instructors each day. This means that 13.2 gallons of fuel can effectively give you as much as 5 hours of endurance. Learn more about what the Pipistrel Alpha Trainer can do for you at pipistrel-usa.com.
At Diamond Aircraft, innovation is in our DNA. Whether you're taking to the skies for training or business travel, every aircraft in Diamond's lineup features innovative technology, an industry-leading safety record, superior performance and efficiency, and a comfortable flying experience. No other company has pioneered as many aviation firsts, achieved more milestones, or received the same amount of industry praise as Diamond. Discover why Diamond Aircraft is one of the most trusted manufacturers in aviation at diamondaircraft.com.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the flight training industry, we're going to be summarizing some other shorter stories, but still interesting, in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. The Helism Simulation Center, located inside the Airbus Helicopters Inc. facility in Grand Prairie, Texas, has installed a new Thales Reality H full-motion flight simulator, reportedly the first of its kind in the region. Helism LLC has already invested $22 million for the new simulation center. The H-145 simulator will allow pilots to perform their initial and recurrent H-145 training in the Americas. Student planning careers in aviation or aerospace can now apply online for competitive annual scholarships offered through Flight Path Museum LAX. The deadline for applications has been extended to June 1st. 7 scholarships totaling $20,000 are offered this year to deserving students. These include the museum's Pete Conrad Scholarship and the Anton Ankerman, Clay Lacey, Maury Plotkin, and Howard Drollinger scholarships funded by Flight Path benefactors. This year, 2 new $2,500 scholarships sponsored by Atlas Air and Polar Air Cargo have also been added. Van's Aircraft will be resuming demo flights and transition training at the new Garden Airport, Pennsylvania location in the RV-10 and RV-14A aircraft. Their East Coast rep and instructor, Joe Jack Sikorsky, who can be reached via email at the website you see on your screen. You may also email him to schedule appointments for demo flights and transition training, which will resume beginning May 17th. Note that transition training appointments will be given priority over demo flights. Members of 2 CAP South Dakota Wing Squadrons trained last month in Rapid City using search drones. Our exercise simulated a lost teenager who was hiking to a lake near a residential area on the edge of Rapid City, said Colonel Mike Beeson, exercise commander. The search terrain was a challenge since there was a 150-foot drop from the start of the trail to the lake. This exercise was designed so the sUAS would be out of the pilot's sight while it was over the lake. Well, that does it for today's trip around the patch. Now let's return to the rest of the news. The ABS Air Safety Foundation has released the Beechcraft Essential System and Techniques course, the BEST program. BEST is designed to be the next generation enhancement of the American Bonanza Society's Beechcraft Pilot Proficiency Program, which, since 1983, has provided the best in Beechcraft pilot training. The BEST course expands on the information in the pilot's operating handbook and other sources to highlight system knowledge from the pilot's standpoint, including systems design and operation and the changes throughout the model line. The differences occur. ABS points them out by airplane model year, and serial number, so you can focus on the information that applies directly to the Beechcraft you fly. 25 learning modules averaging 13 minutes each allows you to view focused topics quickly across the entire range of fixed and mobile online platforms. Information comes from the Beech Pilot's Operating Handbook, from other manufacturers and experts, and from ABS' nearly 4 decades of experience providing type-specific training in Beech piston airplanes. This new BPPP BEST course covers the system and techniques specific to S-35 through V-35B Bonanzas, C-33A, E-33A and C, and F-33A C, Debonairs and Bonanzas, N-36 and A-36 Bonanzas, 1964 through 2005 models, originally equipped with Continental IO-520 or IO-550 engines. We have more news after the break.
Swift Fuels proudly introduces the Forever Avgas STC. One simple upfront purchase entitles the Forever STC certificate holder to receive all current and future Avgas STCs that the FAA issues to Swift Fuels. The best part? It's priced today at only $100, and the prepaid certificate never expires. Get your Forever Avgas STC today at swiftfuelsavgas.com.
I believe that if people use the landing doctor training program, they will have less accidents and eventually their insurance will go down and they will make a superior pilot. We do personal limitation checklists, which is the most important reason you need to fly with limits. We do ground proximity awareness training, and we do this with a crosswind. We've been operating 6 Bristells for 2 years without one insurance claim. The Landing Doctor program is working, and you're going to hear more about it.
Aviation Safety Resources is disrupting the market for aircraft emergency parachute recovery systems. ASR systems are smaller, lighter weight, and offer longer repack cycles than similar products available in the current market. ASR has a recovery system available for every type of aircraft: sport, experimental, light sport, general aviation, urban air mobility, vertical takeoff and landing, electric propulsion, and unmanned aerial systems. Find the right product for your aircraft at aviationsafetyresources.com.
Welcome back to our last top story of the show. EAA's International Young Eagles Day, which focuses on flying thousands of kids as an introduction to aviation, returns on Saturday, June 12th, at locations throughout North America. The return of the annual event comes as the COVID pandemic sidelined the all-volunteer effort in 2020. EAA chapters and members will fly kids ages 8 to 17 free of charge at local airports in their communities on that day, in activities that highlight the year-round program that has flown more than 2.2 million young people since its introduction in 1992. We are in many ways making International Young Eagles Day the restart point for the Young Eagles program after the COVID pandemic put most flights on hiatus for the past year, said Jack J. Pelton, EAA CEO and chairman of the board. An EAA Young Eagles flight pairs a young person with a certificated pilot. After a pre-flight session that explains the parts of the airplane and how pilots prepare to fly safely each time, a brief 15 to 20-minute introductory flight provides a unique experience. All young Eagles receive a certificate commemorating their adventure following the flight, and also receive follow-up opportunities ranging from free learn-to-fly courses to more aviation-related experience that dive deeper into the world of flight. Well, that does it for our show today, your one-stop shop for all things flight training. I'm your host, Kimberly Kay. You can catch episodes of Airborne on Roku and Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne in the directory. And don't forget to follow us on social media and feel free to leave a comment. We hope you enjoy the show. We'll see you next time.